Seamilk,
Yes,
do you know that there are white Chinese people?
I do. I was there with you
I know.
when we saw them. But it is weird.
It's very weird. I mean,
Probably one of the weirdest things about China.
yeah. You don't hear about this a lot, and that's probably because in China they've got a very sort of ethnic identity.
Yeah, Han.
They're kind of like an ethno state.
Yeah.
And they're like,
absolutely.
we're Chinese and Han Chinese, we're Chinese. But you do get a lot of minorities in China.
That's the thing is, you go to Japan or something, it's just Japanese people. You know,
Yeah.
a couple Ainu or whatever. But China's pretty diverse, actually.
So it's a big, big place. Anyway, we're going to talk about a very interesting experience that we had meeting white Chinese people in China.
Born in China.
Born in China, speak fluent Chinese, but they look kind of like you and me. And then we're going to tell all of you guys where we are, because we're somewhere kind of spectacular.
There we are.
I remember you. You left my spirit. With you high is all I'm feeling. Remember how we felt alive.
So, Seamilk, you know, it was totally bizarre to meet white Chinese people. Maybe you can give us a little bit of a hint as to what we were doing there.
So we were doing some filming up there near the border with Russia. We could actually see right into Russia.
Yeah,
That was
I
funny.
remember those naked guys.
Yeah, we
with
actually
the
zoomed
hovercraft.
in to see what the hell these white people were doing.
Yeah.
You know, just on the border of China, and they were like hanging out in these like derelict, what was it, hovercraft or something?
Yeah, actually they had working hovercraft and a
Yeah,
derelict like
a
boat.
derelict boat or something. They were
Yes,
hanging
yeah.
out like bathing in the river or something. But anyway,
Yeah.
we were up there doing some filming, and we had found out that there was actually this border that had been drawn up. Do you want a quick history lesson?
Okay, all right.
So basically, Chairman Mao didn't go out there himself to kind of draw the lines of the Soviet Union. They just drew
Yeah.
it on a map. So what
Right.
happened was later on, when the PLA was marching through there, People's Liberation Army, they were like, wait a minute.
There's people.
There's people there, and we got to put these fences up, but this is our territory. And they gave some of the people a choice, but they were like, whatever, this is our village. We have our house built here, you know?
Yeah,
And it was a town of like 10 or 20,000 people, and they're all white Russian people.
yeah.
Eventually, they had their kids within the borders of China, so they had Chinese schools set up, and all the white Russian people there speak Chinese now, and they're Chinese nationals.
Yeah, they got Chinese IDs and everything.
It's weird.
Anyway, we met this lovely, I like to call her kind of like a mother hen. You know, lovely old Chinese Russian lady who was very hospitable to us. And she taught us how to make beer cookies. So,
Yeah.
you know, this is actually something that was professionally shot. Was supposed to make it into one of our documentaries, never did.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd share it with you guys. You get a little bit more insight into the sort of the culture up there. And then we'll be back in a few minutes, and we're going to tell you all about this very interesting place we're busy riding into.
Yeah.老年，今天我们做那个俄罗斯的面包是吧？
对，
好
俄罗斯的饼干，
饼干哦，俄罗斯的饼干。好
Biscuit.
Biscuits. We're gonna make Russian biscuits today, right?
Yeah.
我们先放几个鸡蛋，
把这个都放里头，
都放了哈。
放6个。不要这样挺厉害的
Just punch an egg.
I always do that.
放那白糖，
好，
好
好多糖。
Wow. More than half of the bowl anyway.
肯定很甜的味道。
把这个啤酒打开。
好
Beer. 啤酒饼干，这个比较特别。
That's great. I like that. That's awesome. 全部要放吗？
全部放里头，因为太酥了。
I like that idea. Beer in anything is good. Wow, it's kind of having a weird reaction, isn't it?
Yeah.
行，
对，现在有鸡蛋，还有糖，还有黄油，还有啤酒。
还有酵母，
酵哦
酵母
，yeast。
Cake rises in the east.
我去拿点牛奶。
Yes. Well, this is so far pretty simple. I saw she had a massive brick of butter.
Yeah, she melted it down in there.
Yes. So everything's being thrown into a big pool of lovely butter.
Sugar, butter, and beer. It's pretty much the best ingredients you could use for anything.
Yeah, it's also the best ingredients to give you a heart attack.
再放上牛奶，
哦好，
牛奶，
好了，
再放
多少？
放吧放吧，我也不知道多少。 ，
哈哈哈，
哎，放吧，都放，放这里。
Okay, putting in some flour.
再倒。
再倒了哈。
Looks delicious.
这个好吃，这个。
看起来好吃。我们觉得这个文化，你知道，全中国的文化是有意思的。你的文化是有一点特别。
有俄罗斯的文化。
对，是特别，因为是俄罗斯的文化在中国，我们觉得非常有意思。
就那么多吧。
对。啤酒、饼干这是。
这个是传统的。
传统的。
I like the idea of beer cookies. I just don't think the alcohol carries over after being baked.
Absolutely not, for sure. But it will have the nice beer flavor.
Awesome.
Beer cookies.
Imagine having beer cookies while drinking beer.
You know we can do that, right?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. 我可以试一下吗？你就告诉我做好还是做错。
肯定做得不好。
我觉得你知道怎么做，我真的不会做。
行，挺好，就这么做。
好，还给你试试。
行，好了。
好了，然后
等一会儿吃完饭的时候再做。
哦好，我
让它
们现在
让它开起来。
So we're gonna have to wait until after lunch, and then it will have risen, and then we can start cooking it.
Yep.
Beer cookies.
I like the smell of beer. You can smell the beer and the butter.
It's one of the most intoxicating smells.
热的够呛。
Okay, so roll it out.
这样。
Like a snake.
Okay, fold it over.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like a cookie.
Oh, okay.
再擀吧。
Okay.
好，我
他肯定输了。他肯定一定失败了。
Gotta make it into like a long snake type thing, and then put it like that, and twist it around a few times. Something like that.
我觉得
对，
对吗？
就是小的大点的。
对。
这样行。
好，没try吗？
你看。好。
好了，可以了吗？Oh no.
Not as easy as it looks, is it?
太丑了。
行，没事。
也行。
小的出数。
Oh, we have a little helper.
Now we have an expert.
小牌出数。
Let's all do it together, can't we?
太乱了。
I'll race you. Next one.
Yeah.
你说俄语行。
可以说一点点那个。
Spasibo.
No svadanya. Do svadanya.
其他的不会。
对，其他不会。
That's a good one, Winston.
Feeling
Nice and long, thin.
Is that how you like it, long and thin?
Duh. Doesn't everyone?
Maybe if it's spaghetti.
It does really just smell like beer, doesn't it?
这今天搁在这儿，我这地方都凉了。
I could really do with a beer.
I could go for a beer. Think they have any beers for us?
Might have some beers. Maybe we should ask. Tonya, 你这里现在有没有冻啤酒? We're lucky enough to be able to drink a nice cold Russian beer while we make Russian beer cookies.
It was only this morning that we put all of one bottle into this batch.
Yep.
肯定那么使劲你。
Oh, it's nice. It's great. That's amazing. Cold beer is nothing better than a cold beer on a hot day.
Sure.
On the border of Russia.
Sure.
看你搁中国待10多年了，按理说挺好。
Am I ruining a baking shot with this beer?
Kinda.
All right. Let's go put this in the oven.
There's mine. 好了，我们要等多久？
你等一会儿，
等一会儿就好了。
这就等一会儿。
好了。
Time to see how these cookies came out. Oh wow, it smells amazing. Look at that. That is
Wow,
fantastic.
they look like little pretzels.
They do,
Bring
don't
it out
they?
here.
I gotta put it down here. It's way too hot.
Alright, time to see how mine came out. These are a bit different. Ooh, it looks great. Little Christmas cookies. Alright.
I want to eat a whole bunch right now. Awesome. Let's give them a try.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
You know those Danish cookies, the Danish butter cookies you get?
Yep.
It's like that. If you crossed it with bread. Much breadier than a cookie. Not too sweet at all. Quite good.
I feel like if you put some butter on this.
Or cream.
Oh, cream, yeah, that's it. You know what this reminds me of is a scone. Yeah, it's
Tastes
pretty
just
much
like
a
a
scone. Yeah, that's what it is.
What about when they use?
They're great,
Flaky, buttery, delicious. Can't taste any beer.
unfortunately. But other than that, absolutely fantastic. You're right, cream on this would be like absolutely sublime.
That's very good.
Welcome to the beautiful Salton Sea. Enjoy a day bathing on the picturesque sands of desert shores, America's top holiday destination. And don't forget, gang, word from the bird is that Harry the Soda Jerk's whopping big strawberry surprise sodas are the best way to cool down on those hot summer days.
Well, those cookies were delicious.
They were. You know what's not delicious?
What?
Like people doing heroin inside of this Desert Shores CA abandoned firehouse thing.
I think it's a firehouse. I went in there and it's not pretty what I found, but it's, yeah. Hello, anyone in here? Huh. Living to die. Yo, anyone here? Sup, anyone inside? I don't know what it was. This place is all abandoned. Looks like there was a bunch of mining equipment. They got slurry and stuff all over. So,
For those of you wondering, we're at some place called the Salton Sea.
Yes.
And it's on the San Andreas fault line. And it's really, really hot. It's the entrance to Death Valley.
yes.
There's barely anything that can live in there, and it's
Barely
below
anything
sea
that can
level.
live out here. Look, we found the only spot of shade. Like, you know, there's no shade anywhere
No,
except for right here next to this trailer park.
right?
And the trailer park's also pretty much abandoned.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Some guy came walking out with a syringe, like blessing the land.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The thing is, right, you know how we figure out where to go on our rides?
Yeah.
Is we literally look at a map and we're like, that looks interesting.
We don't take advice.
No. And so we saw there's this place called Desert Shores.
Yeah.
And it looked like, oh, cool, it's on this massive
Right.
big inland sea or whatever. We get here, this is what we find. And we've been going around this like circumference trying to look for like beautiful beaches.
Right.
Nah.
No. Don't come here for the beach. But the ride here was amazing.
Oh, gee, the
Down from
roads,
LA.
The roads and the scenery.
Yeah. About
Beautiful.
200 miles.
Anyway, Death Valley, the hottest place in the world, right?
Yes. Hottest place in the world. We're going to head into there.
And we're feeling it. It literally went from
Oh.
like, what, 20 to like 38.
Yeah. It's like almost 40 now.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. That's where we are.
Yeah.
That's the surprise.
Well, it's an adventure.
Yeah, it is. We love doing these adventures. We know a lot of you out there are not as interested in us doing adventures here, but that's why we tend to, if we're doing something in America, we tend to like throw in or
Other
like just
stuff.
focus on something we did in China. But it's always fun to go to these interesting places.
Might as well.
You
There's
know?
lots to explore here.
Oh yeah.
It's
So
not like
anything-
everyone comes to Desert Shores.
No one comes to Desert Shores, CA. It's kind of nice.
I
and it's
probably
homey.
won't come back.
No, probably not.
No, but you guys should check it
I'm
out.
gonna miss the scenery.
Yeah.
Anyway, is there anything you'd like to tell our subscribers before we sign off?
Whether you are a white Chinese person or not, which I almost 100% guarantee you are not.
Yeah.
Or you are a very tan, shirtless man blessing the surroundings with his heroin needle, or not. I appreciate that you guys watch the video, and I hope you guys love coming along on our adventures with us.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh man, like this scenery is gorgeous. Yeah. So whether or not you're in beautiful scenery, except for like when I say it's gorgeous, I'm not talking about right here.
Around here, it's gorgeous.
Yeah. So whether or not you're riding into Death Valley or not, we love you all the same. And until next time, you know the drill. As always, stay awesome.
You make me stronger. Can't go without it much longer. Remember, I remember you. You lift my spirit. With you high is all I'm feeling.
Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget, every single Monday at 1 p.m. EST, you can watch ADV China. You can watch me every single Wednesday at 1 p.m. EST, Lao 86. And right below that, you can watch SerpentZA just in time for a beer on Friday at 1 p.m. EST.